Hello, class 9. Welcome back to another session of computer class. This is your Avjit sir, and today I'll be presenting you the topic switch case statement. Introduction. We have seen that when one of the many alternatives is to be selected, we can design a program using if statement to control the selection. However, the complexity of such a program increases dramatically when the number of alternatives increases. So, when we want to select different alternatives, then we generally use what statement? If statement, because there are more than one conditions are there, that is alternatives. So we use if statement. But when we use too many if statement, then the complexity of such a program increases. So the program becomes difficult to read and follow. At times, it may confuse even the designer of the program. Fortunately, Java has a built-in multi-way decision statement known as switch. So when too many ifs are there, then we can actually, instead of using if statement, we can use a built-in multi-way decision statement which is called switch. The switch statement tests the value of a given variable or expressions against a list of case values, and when a match is found, a block of statement associated with that is executed. So in switch statement there is a variable, and when that variable is checked against a list of case values, then whichever case is being matched, then that particular block of statement is executed. Switch case statement. Now, switch case statement is a multiple branching statement. In this system, the control jumps to perform a particular action out of a number of actions depending upon a switch value. So depending upon the switch value, all the statements are not executed. According to the switch value, it jumps to perform a particular actions. Now, switch statement is associated with a number of blocks. Each block is defined under a specific case. So under switch statement, what you will find? We will find number of blocks, and each block is defined under a specific case. The control gets transferred to a particular case which matches with the given switch value. So there will be so many cases. So whichever case is satisfied, that particular, or whichever case is matched, and that particular switch value is executed. So each case ends with a break statement, which can be used as a case terminator. So break statement is used to end the program or end that particular case. So break statement passes the control out of the switch block. You can use special case called default case, which is automatically followed if no case matches with the given switch value. So if none of the case is matched, then it will go to the special case known as default case. And generally default case do not have a break statement. structure of switch statement. Now this is the structure. Now if you see the structure, switch is the keyword, then in the bracket there is n, which is a variable, and then we are entering into a block. Then case 1, after writing case 1, then colon is given, and then whatever statement you want to type, you can type there. Then we have to break case 1. That means we have to terminate case 1 here. If case 1 does not matches with the value of n, then it will move to case 2. Again, for case 2 you have a different statement, and then we have to end the case 2 by writing break or terminates case 2. If the n value does not match with case 1 and case 2, then it will go to case 3. So in this, if the variable, that is n, matches with case 3, then it will display that particular statement, and then we'll terminate the case 3 by writing the break statement. If none of the case is satisfied, or if none of the value of the n satisfied the cases, that is case 1, 2 and 3, then automatically it will go to the default, and there the statement will be displayed, and in this default there is no break statement. So this is the structure of switch case statement. So where n is the variable which accepts the control transfer value within the program. If the value of n is 2, then the control jumps to case 2 and perform the statement. So if the value of n is 2, then instead of going to case 1 or case 3 or default, it will jump to case 2 and it will display that particular statement. So on applying break, it terminates the block. So that particular block is terminated. Which block? Case 2 block. Case 2 block will be terminated. Similarly, other cases are followed for other switch values. We can use a special case called default case. So default case is a special case which is automatically followed if no case matches with the given switch value. So if n value is neither 1, not 2, not 3, then automatically the special case, that is default case, will be executed. In default case, we do not apply break. Difference in program snippet between if and switch case. Let's see the if first. Now in the if case, suppose if i's value is 1, so I equal to 1, then system.out.println good morning. So if I choose 1, this 1 will be stored in I. So if i's value is 1, then it will display good morning statement. If i's value is not 1, instead it is 2, then it will display good afternoon. If i's value is neither 1 nor 2, if it is 3, then it will display good evening. And if neither of the value, i's value is 1, 2 or 3, then it is written if I is less than equal to 0. If it is less than, if it is -1, -2, or if it is equal to 0, and if i's value is more than 3, then it will display good afternoon. Okay, so this is an example of if statement. So to display so many ifs, so the program snippet shows above prints a specific message for a given value of variable I. A number of if statement can be sorted out just by applying a single switch case statement. So instead of writing so many if, we can just write once a switch statement. So if you see the switch statement here, so I am writing one switch I. Okay, whatever will be the value of I, it will be stored in I. So switch I, then I am writing case 1, and I am displaying if the value of I will be 1, then what it will display, that is good morning. Then this block will be terminated through break statement. Then if it is case 2, then it will display good afternoon. If it is 3, then it will display good evening. And if neither of them is satisfied, 1, 2 and 3, then it will go to the default statement and it will display good night. So we don't have to write so many ifs, just a single switch case if it is written, and it will automatically, just you have to write the case, then it automatically be executed, and it will be very easy to write the program. There will be no complexity in the program. Example using switch case by applying character type value. Now in place of, say previously we used to write 1, 2 and 3. So in place of 1, 2, 3 we can even write the letter, that is character. We can check the character if it is A, if it is B, if it is C, or we can also use symbols. Let's see how. Say char ch. So ch is a variable of character data type. Ch equals to char in.read. So whatever value will input in char, it will read that value. So where it will be stored? It will be stored in ch. So switch in the bracket ch. Okay, but this time ch is not a numeric value, it is a character value. Now case plus, if it is plus character, then it will do what? C equals to A plus B. So it will be added and the value will be stored in C. So this block will be terminated through break. Case minus, C equals to A minus B, break. Case multiply, C equals to A into B, break. And case divide, then C equals to A divided by B. So all this sign will be stored in the CH, and then case it will be checked. If it is plus, then it will add. If it is minus, it will subtract. If it is multiply, it will multiply it, and if it is slash, it will divide it. Note, the first point is you did not use break to terminate the last case. That is, in default you should not use break. And the second note is switch statement can take decisions only based on integer or character type value. So in the previous examples we saw when n was 1 or 2 or 3, so that was integer type, and this example is of character type. So we can use either integer or character type value. Example of switch case program. So let's see one program. So this is the question. Write a program in Java to find the area, perimeter or diagonal of a rectangle according to the choice, taking length and breadth as input. So we have to take length and breadth as input. So first we have to write an input stream reader. Let's see how to write. Just watch the program. Now see, first line is the comment line to find area, perimeter or diagonal according to the choice. Import java.io.asterisk. So we have activated the package through import keyword. Then we have declared a class which is a rectangle. Then we have started a main line program, that is public static void main string args throws IO exception. Then we have taken three variable a, b and ch. Now a, b and ch are of integer type variable. Now input stream reader read equals to new input stream reader system.in, buffer reader in equals to new buffer reader read. So these are the two lines to activate the buffer reader. Then system.out.println, what message you have typed? Enter length and breadth. As length and breadth will be the input, so we are asking the user to enter the value for length and breadth. Now a equals to integer.parseInt in.readline. Now when the user will input the value length, then that value will be stored in a variable a. So that a will be accepted through this line, integer.parseInt in.readline. Second, b equals to integer.parseInt in.readline. This particular variable will be used to store the breadth. Now system.out.println. So what message you have given? You have given the message enter 1 to area, 2 to perimeter and 3 to diagonal. That means if you enter 1, then it will show you the area of a rectangle. If it is 2, then it will show you the perimeter of a rectangle, and if it is 3, it will show you the diagonal of a rectangle. So this is the message. So user will understand that I should use either 1, 2 or 3. System.out.println, enter your choice. So when you write enter your choice, then there's another variable called ch. So when I enter 1 or when I enter 2 or when I enter 3, this value will be stored in the ch variable. So I have to accept that variable. So I have to write ch is equal to integer.parseInt in.readline. So after the message is written, then only you accept the value in a particular variable. So till here you have understood. Now we have to use switch case. Now if you see the switch case, so we'll start from ch is equal to integer.parseInt in.readline. Now where it is stored? It is stored in a variable ch. Now switch ch. Now I'm checking ch. So for each choice I have to write the formula. So for case 1, suppose a user is entering 1, then it will display the area. So system.out.println, the area is equal to plus a into b. So length into breadth. Then break. So this case 1 is terminated through a break statement. Next, case 2. Now if a user enter 2, then it will display the perimeter. So system.out.println, the perimeter is equal to plus 2 into a plus b. That means length plus breadth, whatever will the value, it will be multiplied with 2 to find the perimeter. So this case 2 also is terminated through break. Case 3. Now if a user enters 3 instead of 1 and 2, then it will display the diagonal. So system.out.println, the diagonal is equal to plus maths.square root a into a plus b into b. That means you know the formula of diagonal, square root of a square, that is length square plus breadth square. But we cannot write in that way, so we have to make the computer understand. So we have to use the mathematical function math.square sqrt, and then we have to break a square, that is a into a plus b into b. Break. If 1, 2 and 3 is not chosen, if someone write 4, 5 or 0, then it will come to the default statement and it will display system.out.println. It is a wrong choice. So this is how you have to use switch case statement. So I hope everybody have understood this program. So this is a better way to write, so we can include all the formulas in one switch case statement. We do not have to use if. Nested switch case. A switch case statement which can also be applied within another switch case is known as nested switch case statement. That is, inside one switch case there is another switch case. That is known as nested switch case. In our previous class we have studied nested if else. That means in one if there is another if condition is there. So in that way it is called nested if else, and this one is nested switch case. So if you see the syntax, nested switch case, switch variable. So we have to use the variable. Whatever value is stored, it will be stored in a variable, and then we come to case 1. If case 1 is chosen, then it will display statement 1 and then break. If case 2 is chosen, then it will display statement 2. Then there's another switch variable. If anybody choose case 2, they will enter inside the another switch variable which is called nested switch variable. And if case 1, if inside 2, if anybody choose 1, then it will display statement 2a, or if you choose case 2, then it will display statement 2b. If neither case 1 nor case 2 is chosen, then automatically it will go to case 3 and it will display statement 3. So if the switch value is 2 in the external, means outside one, case 2, then switch block, then case 2 is followed. So if anybody choose case 2, then it will enter inside the internal part. Okay, so in turn it uses another switch and follows case 1 or case 2 based on the value of internal switch variable. So if I choose case 2, then only I will enter inside the another switch case statement. So this is one of the example of nested switch case. So follow the syntax, then you will be able to understand. Difference between if else and switch case. Now first difference is, in if else it results in a boolean type value. Boolean type value means either it will give you true or false. Yes, when we used in if and else, the time we used to get two answers, either yes or no, or either true or false, which is a boolean type value. But in case of switch case, it results in integer type value, that is 1, 2 or 3. It does not apply break in if else, but in switch case it applies break at the end of each case. Number 3, for true or false condition, either of two blocks are operated. So if it is true, then it will display a particular statement. If it is false, then it will display another statement. But in case of switch case, specific case is operated for a given switch values. If it is case 1, it will display a statement. If it is case 2, then it will display another statement. Next is, in if else, no default operation is written. So there is no default. In switch case, a default case is applied if no case is available for a given switch value. If none of the case is satisfied, then it will execute the default case. So these are the four differences of if else and switch case. Hope you all have understood the lesson properly. We will soon meet in our next session. Till then, take care. This is your Avjit sir signing off. Thank you.